Good morning. It's your daily dose of complete health with your local chiropractor, Patrick Hogg. I've had to do my video in a different room this morning because my goodness, hasn't the weather changed this week? It's absolute bliss, but it has meant that every single fan and aircon unit is in my room, trying to cool the room down before patients come in. So it's really, really noisy in there. So I've decided to come up here and do it. What I wanted to do is just quickly jump through 3 things that you might be doing that you're completely unaware, that most of my clients are normally unaware of when I tell them, that could be causing your pain. 3 things that you might be unaware of that could be driving up your pain. Number 1, the foods we eat. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't always think about. Eating a whole foods plant-based diet has been shown to significantly reduce people's pain, especially when we start to reduce stuff like grains, when we start to reduce stuff like MSG, which would be in a lot of takeaway foods. It's a food enhancer. Someone actually did point out a product to me the other week that had MSG in it. Now, you might find MSG named as a couple of other things. Monosodium glutamate is another thing that it might be, or flavor enhancers or natural flavorings, which quite often get thrown into food and we don't really know what it means. But what do these things do? Well, MSG massively sensitizes nerve endings, which is why it makes food taste good, because it sensitizes the end of your tongue. But what it also does is sensitizes your nerves, which means that you feel pain more. Other things like trans fats, etc., can start to drive up the inflammation processes in our body, and again, further increasing pain. So making sure that you're eating a well-balanced diet full of plenty of fruits and veg and trying to reduce away from the takeaways can actually reduce your pain levels. Number 2, making sure you're moving enough. Now, interestingly enough, with exercise, a lot of the time, exercise is something or movement is something that has injured the client. And as a result, they don't really want to do any exercise. But what we do know is that actually exercising on a regular basis is one of the best things for pretty much all diseases on the planet, including your pain, normally. However, in certain instances, when there is a severe enough injury, you may not be able to do this, and this is when you need to consult a practitioner. And number 3 is not sleeping enough. Now, this is something that scientists are still trying to rack their brains around. We still don't understand the exact reasons why every mammal on the planet has to sleep. Certain mammals, like dolphins, actually sleep one hemisphere at a time, which means one side of their brain will go to sleep and then the other side of their brain will go to sleep. But what we do know is if people are not sleeping enough, they become irritable, their mood starts to change, they feel down and tired, they can start to get weight gain. But also, one of the other things that it can start to drive up is people's sensitivity to pain. So making sure that you're eating well, getting enough exercise, and actually getting a good night's kip could be the difference between you feeling sore and actually starting to make that recovery. It's not really that difficult, really. Most of these things are simplicity and just trying to actually live a life that your body can start to accept so it can recover and heal itself. Patrick here from Complete Health. This was your daily dose, and we'll speak to you again very, very soon. Take care for now.